Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors, your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. I'm glad you're here this morning. Got a great show lined up. We'll get started with our weather brought to us by Haney Technical Center at the corner of Baldwin Road and Highway 77. High today is going to be 76, low tonight 62. It's not now sort of easing in the spring weather. I know this past weekend was just downright wet and just cool, but we got through it and got a good week. The rest of this week looks really good. So let's go ahead and here's what's interesting though. The water temperature dropped down. I have 66 degrees. Now Friday it was 70. Friday it was 68. Then Monday it was 70, and today it's down to 66. So what that tells us now, it's not like this. Those little currents of those little fingers that come out of those main currents of a warm push coming up. You have little fingers and you hit 70, and then you sort of hit a little gap there, and it drops back down to 66. So that's what's going on in the fish. I think just meander along in those currents, and that's some days you catch fish and some days you don't. And I think a lot of times that has something to do on the migratory route as to what's going on. All right, river readings. Take a look at our river readings. We've talked about our fresh water. It's just been all up in the woods, and I've got a picture to show you later on. When I say 21.6 at Apalachicola, I mean that's right on the edge. We're getting up there close to 24, which is get on out of here, because that's some really high water right there all throughout the big river system here. The Choctawhatchee at Carrotville. Today it's reading right at 16 foot, and it's in the really high flood stage, and it should start dropping out in a couple of days. Hopefully by Thursday morning it'll be dropping out. Now I'm going to see. I think I have I thought I had here. I do have it. I'm going to go ahead and show the Chipola. We don't show it often, but I just want to show you it's all throughout the area. The Chipola at Marianna is reading 18 foot at Marianna, so that is right at the flood stage there too. So we've had an enormous amount of rain. What it is, a water table also. I know a lot of people are having water standing in the yard. You see it in ditches and all that. Just a water table all throughout the system. The aquifer system is just way up in here. It's really high. I don't know the exact scientific numbers and readings for that, but you can just walk on the ground and just feel the dampness all through the ground, especially in the low area. So be aware of it, okay? Our tides, here's our tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn Funeral Home and Cemetery, right here on 23rd Street. Today is Tuesday, April the 22nd. Really good, strong tides. We got a low at 2:06 a.m. and a high this evening at 4:11. And that's going to be we're looking at a 2-foot range there. And the rest of this week, we got good tides the next couple of days, and it looks like for the weekend, maybe getting back into those neap tides, okay? Now, marine forecast, west-southwest at 10 to 20. So that's pretty common this time of year, 10 to 20. I've had that, I look back here, 10 to 20, like 12 straight days. So one day's up to 25. So west-southwest at 10 to 20. Take this break, and we'll be right back. Welcome back. Glad you're with us on this Tuesday morning. Now, we're going to show a little video. It's a real short one. Dalton Allen, Bill's youngest son, sent this in Saturday afternoon. He was at the beach and doing some surf fishing. And he was able to he caught a big redfish, big bull red in the surf. And then he got a GoPro camera where he stuck it underwater and showed the release of it. Now, this is really good. Sometimes if you have some good quality video, our technology has got to the point now where we can show some little clips like this. It's you got to keep in mind this is not a huge outdoor channel operation, so sometimes we don't get to do many things that they can do with a staff of about 85 is what they have. I've looked at one of the show the other day. It's amazing. So we're going to try to show this now. We're going to get it going. This is Dalton Allen, and we got to buffer it up. Here it is right here. Big redfish is placing it back down. Look, underwater. All right, great clarity right there. Okay, get some. Okay, look at it now. Boom, and he's gone. And Dalton will catch him again on another morning. So, a good job. And what we'll do, I've got a picture of that one too coming up. So, what I'm going to do now, we're going to get into our pictures, and and it's just I get tickled at all the pictures we get sent in and a variety of different things and all, and I enjoy sharing them with you, and thank you all for sharing them with us. So let me see where we want to get started. Let's see. I've got several. Let me see. I'm going to go back here to the bear. We'll start with a bear. Remember that bear we had about a week or two ago? My cousin sent me a picture of that bear. It was in his backyard. This is in Panama City, in town. Now they've taken this one off to, I think they took him off to, that's sort of a light picture anyway. So Jerry Baker, cousin Jerry, sent that to me. All right, next picture. Cute picture. You know how we love to do the ones with the kids and all. This is Bella Knowles, daughter of Tiffany Ann Parker. This is a nice Jack Crevalle, and that name Knowles, if that rings a bell now, that's that Knowles family that's been fishing here since the beginning of fishing here in Bay County. So that's passed on down generation after generation. Look at that big old smile on her face. Good job, Bella. I got to show you this picture right here. Listen, you come back to me, Jeff, for a second for it. This picture right here, I leave my phone every now and then. I leave it on my desk. I'm outside. We have kids outside doing stuff. I got kids in different. So I left my phone on my desk. And these three girls took what they call they were going to surprise me with it. Now, the irony of this, they think they got away with it. But I had all three of those girls there. I've taught their dads at Mosley at one time. Their dads around the same age. I had all three of them at Mosley. So I'm going to send this picture to their dad and say, this is what your daughter is doing in my class now. I know you're going to take care of it, but that was funny. That surprised me. I was looking through my pictures. All of a sudden, they stuck one in there. So now let's get back to fishing. Okay, speaking of girls fishing, now I love this. Now she didn't catch all these pompano. This is Ariel Payne fishing with Guy Ward and a couple of others. This was Thursday, I believe, and really good fishing there. Ariel Payne, good job on that. And she even actually ended up kissing one of the fish. All right, Ariel. All right, now the next one. Good one here. This is Casey Lynn Jones. A nice cobia. Good job, Casey. All right, this is Clark Whitehorn. I got a picture of him, Clark Whitehorn, fishing with James Weslowski. Caught this one out of a boat. Good one there. All right, let's jump into, I just want to show you this picture. I promise you I'll show it to you several more times before hunting season. This is next year. It's already set by the FWC, the last meeting. That Deer Management Unit 1 and 2. Deer Management Unit 2 is north of Interstate 10. Now, it's going to split some counties up, like Gadsden, Jackson. They're going to split them up, so just use the I-10. So we're down here on the coast. We're in Deer Management Unit 1, okay? North of the interstate is 2. Now, if y'all can see over there where you see the word Gadsden County, if you look about where that D is, in Gadsden, the first D, that's roughly the area where the state record buck was taken in 1977, and taken by my cousin, still the #1 record in Florida, and held on to that since 1977. Scored 164 1/8 on a Boone and Crockett. So I just want to mention that to you. Let's get to some flounder. Nice flounder here. We were talking about all the different people catching flounder and all. This is John Boyce. When I first saw this picture, I thought he was holding a bow in his right hand. That's the curvature of his truck. I got his rod in his right hand, but good one there, John Boyce. Okay, this is the picture is just taken of the cobia. All right, this is them bringing it aboard. They got some people next to them took a good picture. That's James Weslowski and Clark Whitehorn there. Okay, I got to show you a picture of the junior senior prom at Mosley High School, and I'll chaperone it. This is my beautiful date, my granddaughter Ashley, on Friday night. So, Jeff, I got several pictures to go through here, so I'm gonna. But we had a great time. And actually, I want to show you. Let's see, I got several. I can just get on through them, I think. I will show you. She went by to see her great-grandmother, and she wanted to show her prom dress. That's my mom right there. Okay, big time had by all at the prom. Okay, that's the twin girls. Are real special to me. They come by. We've had them on the show before on interviews at the Sea Oaks and all, and they're really good about visiting people at nursing home and all. They give back a lot. I'm going to talk about those girls later on. Shark off the pier. One night, I believe that was Thursday night last week. That's why I don't swim at the pier. One of the probably the last. This will be probably some of the last pictures I show of any gobbler. That's John Gay right there, Darby Gay's son John. A nice one there. Okay. We're talking about ditch fishing. Here's Ashlyn Jernigan catching fish out of a ditch. Now, she sort of foul hooked this one, but she still caught it. We talked about all this water we've had. We talked about this last week. Ditch fishing has some really nice fish in there. Okay, this is just a redneck calamari. I think you know what that is. I thought I'd put some humor in here on this Tuesday morning, getting y'all going. This is the redfish that Dalton Allen just caught right there. Now, he caught that Saturday afternoon. A little bit of break in the weather Saturday. Nice. Diane Boyce sent these in. Nice mess of flounder, trout, and a couple of Spanish. They had a good little feast right there. And I mentioned the river readings. Now, they're up. It's up to what, 20? I'm reading this morning. We're at 22 this morning. So you can see Gail was by there Friday morning. She had gone up to home up in Quincy and taken some flowers for Easter to her parents' grave and my dad's grave, and she swung back by and took a picture of it, and that was 18 Friday. It was 22 this morning. So you see how high. That's right. That's where we get to reading right there in town at the river. Okay. The winner of the Ling Ding tournament, Mitch Coleman. This is 2 years in a row that Mitch Coleman has won this. They held on to 60. They caught this fish during the second weekend, which was the only pretty weekend they had to fish, and it was pretty rough this past weekend. So held on to first place. That's 4 days. Good job, Mitch Coleman. Okay, and someone sent this of a police boat getting too close to the pier. All right, you got to stay about 300 feet there. All right, that takes care of our pictures. Let's take our break, and we'll be right back. Welcome back. I want to give a special happy birthday to my granddaughter, Maddie Chester. A happy 13th birthday, baby. I hope you have a great day at school. She's a student at Merritt Brown, so I know some of you kids from Merritt Brown watch this show. So if you see Maddie Chester, a little 7th grader running around, big smile on her face, it's her birthday. So you tell her granddad said happy birthday. Speaking of that, I showed you one of my granddaughters. Every now and then I like to just show you some pictures of them. I guess most grandparents do that in their lifetime. So what I've done, while I'm talking about the junior senior prom, I chaperone it, and it's just I enjoy it because all my classes are seniors, so I see almost all my students at the prom. It's a big deal still to the students, and I'm in my last 5 years of teaching. I'm my 3rd year of drop. So 5 years ago, 3 years ago I started. So this is my last 5 years. I got 5 grandkids. So I'm gonna each year take one of them to the prom so they can see. And the girls, my granddaughters, just love looking at those dresses with the glitter and all that. Just fascinating. We have the best time. I take them out to eat, and we'll go to the prom, and a lot of the kids will speak to them and really nice to them. And also, this is actually my middle grandchild, and so I took her this past weekend at it. So got two more proms to go to, and that's going to wrap it up. I really enjoy that, and enjoy all the young people. They're well behaved, and they have a great time. So with that being said, again, happy birthday, Maddie. Now I want to show you. We got a little 2-minute interview coming up with the tackle rep, Wade Stepler. Wade used to work there at Sunjammer, but Wade very knowledgeable in tackle. And in fact, Wade delivered some kayaks to us before, and I need to tell you that kayak story right now. I don't have time to get into it, but he is a tackle rep. One of the companies he represents is Rapala, and this is one of my very favorite lures right here, the Skitterwalk. We talk about it a lot. That's my favorite color there. I just want to come and show you. That's our tip of the day. If you don't have any Skitterwalks in your tackle box, I'd highly recommend taking a Skitterwalk when you go if you go red fishing. Okay. Now remember on red fishing, I'm going to do a little special on red fishing a little bit later on, maybe this week. But red fishing, there are really 3 places. You saw where surf fishing. You just saw where Dalton caught that one in the surf. Of course, in the pass is a great place to catch redfish. And the 3rd place, of course, out on the flats in the West Bay and East Bay and that place Cola Bay. So really, there are 3 ways you can target redfish. All right, but let's go ahead and do this little short interview with Wade Stepler. Okay. All right, folks, we're here with a familiar face of the Panhandle Outdoor viewers, Wade.
Mr. Winston, good to see you this morning.
Good seeing you.
Yes,
now, Wade was one time working at Sunjammers, and he has a distinction of, I don't know how many you record for delivering kayaks and all, but I remember you coming to my house one time with like 10 kayaks.
I believe that I broke my record with you guys that afternoon.
That was a wonderful time. I'll tell you folks the story later on about the kayaks, but right now,
yes, sir.
You're a representative, tackle representative.
Yes, sir. I'm a tackle representative now for the Rapala USA company. We represent Rapala, Suffolk Line, VMC hooks, and Storm, as well as Lure Jensen spoons. And I'm over here working with Brett and the guys at Blue Water with their big sale today.
Oh, tell us some of the new innovations in the tackle industry, just in general. What's coming down the line?
One of our biggest things that we've had going this spring has been the new Scatter Wrap series. It creates a little bit more erratic action for your crankbaits and your your old Rapala floaters that you used to love,
yeah.
Bass fishing. We've redesigned the bill on it, so it gives it a little bit more erratic action.
Okay.
Gives it that wounded bait fish look. And it helps get that one extra strike a day that might be that big fish. And from there, our big thing with our Suffix line right now is our 832 braid. It's a 8-strand, 32 pick per inch braid. It's a very, very strong braid, very, very supple. And with it being 8-strand, it's a full-bodied braid, so it gives you the roundness of the line like your regular monofilament does. Works very well on your reel. It's very good line.
Okay. Sounds like y'all got a lot of good stuff.
Yes, sir, we do. We do.
Thank you so much.
So, yes,
Anything
sir.
else now?
No, that's it. Y'all just get some skitter walks and go get those spring trout. I've been seeing some big reports of some big trout being caught on these afternoon falling tides. Y'all get out there.
All right, and skitter walk's one of my favorites.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
All right, welcome back. Let's look at our fishing game forecast today, brought to us by Mark Coward of Edgewater Beach Realty at 832-6000. Our times today, 7:04 to 9:04. Excellent time. Be a pretty morning to be out tonight, 7:31 to 9:31. Appreciate Mark Coward bringing that spot to you right there. Now, we're going to go ahead. I've got a little 20-second message. I'm going to go ahead and try to play it. It's interesting, and one of the viewers called in and was interested to let me see. Listen to this. See if I can get it going. Okay. All right. Put it on. I'm gonna put it on speakerphone and see if we can get it going.
Ramp, and that needs to be stopped.
Okay.
You
okay.
can't even park and launch a boat.
Okay, I started without speakerphone, Jeff. What kind of technical difficulties we have? Let me go back to the beginning. And
yeah, Winston, I wonder if you just say something about that parking down there at the Civic Center. It's taking all the parking lots and stuff for the boat ramp, and that needs to be stopped. You can't even park and launch a boat and have a place to park. And people having to go blocks and blocks away finding parking places, and then they get tickets for it. If there's something you can say, maybe somebody could do something about it. Thank you.
okay, that's one of our viewers is sort of really concerned about the situation. I know exactly what it's talking about. Talking about down at the City Marina and what's going on when you have an event at the City Marina. All the parking spots are taken off. Then you have to park your trailer way off somewhere, like I said, a couple blocks away, and then you get a ticket for it. So I don't know. I know what I'm talking about. In fact, this past Saturday we were down at the Civic Center, and I'd gone down to the Passion Play put on by St. Andrew Baptist Church. And by the way, I know some of you folks from St. Andrew Baptist Church watch this show. I want to compliment your church and all for what a wonderful job y'all do with that Passion Play. Folks, you haven't seen that. They do it each year. It takes an awful lot of work, a lot of talent, a lot of hard work, and it is just wonderful. And we've really enjoyed it. We went on Saturday afternoon this year, but they always do it on Thursday night, Friday night, and Saturday afternoon. So go ahead and make plans for next Easter to take your family to see the Passion Play. You will not regret it. Wonderful. But I had a different hat on Saturday. I'd gone to the play. I'd have my fishing hat on, but I parked behind the Civic Center. And I happened I remember that phone call I had from one of the viewers, and I happened to sort of walk around and look, and every parking spot was taken. Of course, this is Saturday afternoon, so a lot of the fishermen had been there Saturday morning and didn't have a problem. But if you were going fishing Saturday afternoon at a City Marina, you would have had some problems parking there because and everybody has a right to park. First one gets there gets a park. But I hate to see someone with a boat trailer get a ticket just because they had to park 2 blocks away. So that is a problem. I don't know the solution to that, but it maybe could be addressed where maybe put cones out or save just a certain percentage of places just for the boaters. Okay, so keep that in mind. Now let me show you real quick. I want to show you these things right here. These are some things that are old tackle boxes. Gail and I were figuring out last night about when we started collecting tackle. And it was about 1983 or 84. We'd go to yard sales, and I'd see an old tackle box, and I just had to have it. I've got stacks, and I'd buy tackle boxes, go through, and I just had a love for old fishing tackle, and I've showed you some of my old stuff before, and no one else was collecting at that time, not in this area, not a soul, because I remember asking people, and I'd go to flea market, and I started collecting fishing tackle. But a lot of times I just buy the whole tackle box, and I always get some fascinating things looking at them. And these were old tackle boxes, even back in the 80s. And I just want you to see a couple of things. I was looking through them last night, through one of them. But this right here, can y'all see this? This was the inventions that people used back then. This obviously is to go in here and open up, go right along, especially on roe mullet. Just go right up here and cut that stomach out. See how it cuts right there? And that way you won't open up the roe sack. So that's a great little invention right there. And then on the other side, you can't see, this is serrated, so you flip it over, you scale the fish this way and open them up that way. So I thought, what a neat invention. I know there's a show now called American Pickers on PBS or something. They go wrong and get all kind of stuff. But I was doing it a long time ago. This right here is just a floating, that floats. And what it is a little fillet knife. And I love these thin bladed. I don't use this because it's old and all. Stainless steel, really, if you got a thin blade to fillet with, you're in good shape right there. So, and if you drop it, a lot of times people clean by the water, you boom, drop it, it's going to float, and you can reach in there and get it. So, a lot of the American ingenuity was brought out in the tackle industry. And on occasion, I will bring some stuff, and most of the time I'm just bringing you some of the old fishing plugs, but some of the accessories that go along with these always fascinated me. So, I don't collect much tackle anymore. One reason I don't have any more room left, and I don't have time to do it either. So anyway, I'll be bringing some more stuff. So all right, tomorrow's show, we'll have Captain Ken Paramore coming on. We'll be talking about a lot of FWC business, all kind of good stuff coming on. So if you have any questions, give me a call or something. We'll try to get it to him or email me something. And I'll keep those pictures and everything coming. All right, got to wrap it up for today. Y'all do something good for somebody today. You have a great day. Happy birthday, Maddie. See y'all later. God bless.
Thanks for joining us for Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors features hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.